There's a reason why a mediocre children's movie about a farm boy becoming a hero has captured the popular imagination in spite of mediocre dialogue and sometimes wooden acting. There's a reason why the major franchise religions of the world all feature stories of characters transcending their former station, whether it's a carpenter or an orphan or a sheep herder or a prince. The reason is that particular story, the story of one thing becoming something else, resonates with us on a deep level. It is the drumbeat that our particular reality marches to. This pattern is so powerful that Dan Harmon used it to hack storytelling and Donald Miller used it to hack marketing. But something so powerful obviously has applications beyond screenplays and selling stuff. That's why I'm doing what Harmon and Miller did. I'm adapting the hero's journey. I'm simplifying it and turning it into a tool, not for screenwriting, not for marketing, but for human growth, for personal development, to help people step into a larger identity. Let me show you what I've got so far. I'm filming this part of the video the next day. That's why I'm wearing something different. That's a little behind the scenes magic for you. The device Dan Harmon made was called the Story Circle. The device Donald Miller made was called Story Brand. So for whatever weird reason, I feel like my thing has to begin with the word story. And so if you go to the community tab on my YouTube channel page, there's a poll where you can vote on the two possible names I've come up with so far. So let me know which one you think works after you see what it is I'm creating. This is what I have so far, and I'm going to do a video where I explain why I chose the shape I did and the directional flow I did. I'm going to go into detail on all the sections, but for right now, this is just a basic overview. The names I'm kind of going between are the story map or the story effect. And originally I decided on story map, but then I started thinking about what this device actually does. And that's when I came up with the idea of story effect. Because with the story circle, you're trying to create compelling stories. With story brand, you're trying to create a compelling brand. But with this, I asked myself, well, what am I trying to create with this? And originally I kind of came up with, I'm trying to help people create a larger identity. So they start at one end of this device with a certain identity and they come out the other end with a larger identity. But then I was like, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. And so then I came up with, I'm trying to help people create more consciousness or a larger consciousness. So you go into this one side of this device kind of with the things about yourself you're conscious of, but you come out the other side with a larger expanded sense of consciousness, and the unconscious parts of you come into the conscious part of you, and that still didn't feel meaningful enough. And so right now I'm kind of playing with the idea that if you use this device to help yourself become more effective. So you go into one side with a certain effect on the world and you come out the other side with a larger effect on the world and the people around you. And so that's one reason that I'm playing with the idea of calling it the story effect. But we're all still in preliminary stages. Nothing is set in stone. Not even this is set in stone, but this is where I'm at so far. So you begin at the top of the circle and you move around right to left. And like I said, we'll explain all of that. And so the story effect, the story map begins with you hearing a calling. So you're being called towards change, and then you make the decision to go after that change. You spend some time searching for it, then you finally find the change, but then you have to atone with the change. And so for the old you to die and something new to be born, that new thing has to atone with existence. A price has to be paid. Something has to die. And so that's kind of what the atonement refers to. And then once you have found this thing and you've atoned with it, then you move into the old world that you inhabited and you begin to share this thing that you found. And I perfectly understand that this is not clear yet. And so in the following videos, I will attempt to explain this with more clarity. But this is what we've got so far. And all the things here mean something. So the fact that the lines at the bottom and the two sides over or pass over or break through the circle, but the one at the top doesn't, that means something. The fact that the information flows in a certain pattern means something. The fact that it's a circle means something. Everything here has a meaning. Everything here is designed to have a specific function and meaning so that this can be used effectively for a person to have a map to move towards personal growth and change. So this is what we have so far. Again, go to the communities tab. Tell me in the poll if you like story map or you like story effect, or if you don't like either of them. If you think, Patch, keep trying, we'll find the name, but neither of those are it, I'm fine with that. But this is what we have so far. This is my attempt to distill the hero's journey into a usable format for growth and change. All right? Thanks for watching, guys.